because they couldn't afford candy. The teacher put pieces of newspaper on their tongues. The faint sweetness of the ink on the newspaper made the children extremely happy. Frank was the poorest child among them. His shoes had a big hole, but instead of buying him new ones, his father took a tire from beside the public toilet, then dipped a brush in a little glue, and applied it evenly to the sole of the shoe. He then cut a small section of the tire and stuck it to the bottom of the shoe. In this way, a new pair of shoes was made, but such strange shoes were mocked by his classmates. Frank could only shield his younger brother and push through the crowd. However, he still secretly threw away the shoes. When the teacher saw him barefoot in class, he scolded him for not being supposed to attend class barefoot. Then the teacher picked up the shoes he had thrown away. The classmates laughed again when they saw them. The teacher sternly ordered them not to laugh and said to the whole class, "It's not their fault that they can't afford shoes, and it's not shameful." He pointed to the cross and reminded the students, Lord Jesus also had no shoes. He was also barefoot when he died, but his nobility was not diminished in the slightest. The classmates stopped laughing, and the boy was no longer ashamed of his shoes. However, the coal at home had run out. When his father went to collect coal with a relief letter, the staff said he had come too late. Frank wanted to pick up the coal on the ground, but his father stopped him out of pride, emphasizing that they were not beggars. But proud self-respect was useless. The children needed something hot to eat, so the mother took the children and went to pick up that coal. However, the youngest son's condition worsened, and eventually he left this world. The neighbor's husband sent money back from England. The woman called her children home to eat chicken. The smell of chicken made Frank's whole family salivate, so the father also decided to go to England to earn money, and he promised his wife that he would send money back on time every month. But after he left, there was no news of him. Thus, Frank took on the burden of the family. He went to work in the coal factory every day after school, and then delivered coal door to door. Frank carried a sack as heavy as himself, as long as he could share the burden for his mother. No matter how hard or tiring it was, he never complained. He gave his mother the first money he earned, but his mother noticed that his eyes were red. After an examination, the doctor said he had keratitis. If it were a little later, he would go blind. He kept his eyes after treatment, but it also used up the money he had worked hard to earn.